What's up guys, Jim here, and today we're going to be changing the fuel pump on this Trans Am here, reluctantly. See, here's the problem. I've owned this Trans Am for probably 4 or 5 years. I've only put like 14,000 miles on it or something like that. And I'm about to put the 3rd or 4th fuel pump into this fucking thing. And I'm really getting sick and tired of fucking putting fuel pumps in this thing, to be honest with you. I can't seem to get a GM or an OEM manufactured pump, so I keep on putting these friggin' Chinese made AutoZone friggin' things in there, but they have a year warranty on them and they keep burning out within the year, so I just keep going to AutoZone and putting another one of those crappy pumps in and hoping for the best. And it's not working out so well. I keep looking like through the Summit catalog and I see like Racetronics pumps. There's a couple other brands out there, I guess. I don't know, I guess, what are you guys using for aftermarket pumps? Throw it down in the comments. Hopefully I can get a little something better than the friggin' AutoZone China Special in this thing. So as you could probably see by the angle I got here, I've already cut the trap door in this thing. I know, it's a piece of crap now and I should just throw it in the dump and have it crushed. But fuck the haters. I don't care what they say. You know what, guys? Cut the goddamn hole in it. It's a hell of a lot easier. Especially when you gotta change this thing friggin' 16 times in a year. Yeah. Fuck the haters. Throw it down in the comments if you got a problem. I don't give a shit. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut that back open. I'm gonna pull the pump back out of there again. Bring it back to AutoZone again. And get a fucking Chinese pump again. So, you guys are gonna come on the journey with me. Alright? Well, here we go. Alright guys, so what I'm gonna do first is just cut this, just like foil tape, like duct tape you'd use on like HVAC ducts. I'm just gonna cut this, flop the lid over, and we'll friggin' pull the pump out. Hopefully that's a good angle for you. If not, fuck you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm no friggin' Martin Scorsese over here. Ah, look at the tag right on there. Made in China. That's the fucking problem. That's why I'm replacing these things every couple thousand miles. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Smells like fuel's coming out of the top too. That's pretty weird. That's weird. Alright guys, these are the fuel line disconnect tools. These things come in very handy, and they were cheap as hell too. You can get a pack of these things for like $3-4 or some shit like that. All it does, I think this is the right size. This thing just slides right over the fuel line. Let me put you guys down right here. It just slides right over the fuel line. I think. I might have the wrong one. And then she just pulls back like that, nice and easy. So there's one. That's the top one. So I gotta remember this guy. Oh, it's bent. Oh, look at that. Jeez, I wonder if that's why I'm having to go through so many friggin' fuel pumps. I wonder if it's trying to pump so hard past that kink. Interesting. Very interesting. You see that kink? I might even have I think I have an extra fuel line in my pot bin. I think I might swap that thing out. Alright, so we'll just go in and do this second line, same thing. Shouldn't have to fight this much with it. I think I'm just at a weird angle. There it is. Plus, yeah, I probably could have used the other one. Oh well. Alright guys, well, here she is. I gotta jack it up and unplug the sending unit. So, I'll do that and I'll be back with you. Alright guys, I got the harness pulled for this fucking thing now. It's ready to come up. Hopefully she comes right up without giving me a whole bunch of problems. By the way, when you go to unplug this from underneath there, it's just on the back of where the back of the back seat rests on the back. It just plugs in right underneath there. Just pull this thing back and pull it out. It's super tight. And here comes the broken unit. And also, before you ask, this hose right here, the dangly one, apparently that thing is supposed to be hanging. I asked last time, I inquired on friggin' Facebook and all the other forums and everything else, and apparently that thing's supposed to float like that. So if I'm wrong, throw it down in the comments, but that's what I've been told. So I'm gonna take this piece of shit back to AutoZone. Pretty sure it's under warranty, and we'll just start putting a new one in here, and we'll friggin' go from there. Alright, so off to AutoZone we go. Alright guys, well here it is. It was under warranty. Hopefully this one lasts a little longer than the last couple pumps. This one doesn't have the giant obnoxious made in China sticker on the top, but I'm sure it's still probably fucking made in China, which obviously everybody knows. Every car part that comes out of China is a piece of fucking garbage, so that's what we deal with. So let's get back to the house and put this fucking thing on. Alright guys, so here we are. I got the pump, the seal, the retaining clip thingy, and we're ready to just throw this thing back in. Hopefully it friggin' goes in easy. They usually don't for me for some reason. This is an aftermarket tank, maybe that has something to do with it, but it's usually a pain in the ass to slide it in, so you'll see. That was almost too easy that time. I just got it in. Say hi to YouTube.
Oh, hello. You'll have to
Well, I think we just got it in, guys.
Sorry, I
And
forgot you were vlogging.
maybe good luck. Maybe good luck from the wife. Right? Huh? Huh? She looks enthused. Anyways, we got the fucking thing in, so hopefully we can get the retaining clip in the right way and we'll be on our way. Alright guys, she's in. I'm gonna put this wire connector through and connect that on the bottom, and I'm also gonna, remember the fuel line that's kinked? I found a fuel line and I think it's the right one, so I'm gonna pull that out, and I'm also gonna see if I can replace that. That'll be dope if I have the right one, because I think that kink right there, I think it's restricting the fuel flow, and I think that's the reason I keep on blowing fuel pumps, to be honest with you. That's a nasty kink in the fuel line. So hopefully I can take care of that. So yeah, I'm gonna jack this fucker up and do that stuff, and I'll get back to you. So, alright guys, so it turns out the fuel line that I have isn't the right one, so we're gonna make do with what we got, and hopefully it friggin' works out. So just gonna start connecting these things back up. Oh shit. This thing's supposed to come out, I guess. Alright guys, I've been dicking with this last hose for a while, and I think I might actually have it lined up now. Alright guys, well I think that finishes all the connections. I got all 4 connections done up here, and I got the wiring harness done down underneath there. This will be interesting too, because the last pump I used, my fuel gauge didn't work for the whole friggin' time I was using that pump. About it must have been 9 months, something like that. So it'll be interesting this time to see if my fuel gauge works. I hope it does, because that's a fucking pain in the ass not having a fuel gauge. But yeah, maybe we should just start this thing before we put everything back together and just make sure we got no leaks and that everything works. So let's do that. Alright guys, so here we are. We're sitting in the car ready to test this thing. I'm just gonna let the fuel pump prime up and make sure it's not having any leaks anyway before I go and start it. But here we go. Oh, and my fuel gauge is working. Oh, this is beautiful. Alright, I'm just going to go check and see if there's any leaks before we start it. Alright, so here we go. And there it is, guys. So, we're on the 4th Chinese fuel pump. Hopefully this one lasts a lot longer than 3,000 miles. But we'll see. So thanks for watching the video, thanks for subscribing, and keep watching for part 2 of the 400 horsepower for $400 build. And catch you next one. Peace.